everyone! Welcome back to my Crochet Doll Journey special series on how to learn crochet for absolute beginners. Now that you have ideas about foundation chain, in this episode, I'm going to demonstrate the crochet basic stitch. In making single crochet, first we need to make a foundation chain. Wrap around the yarn in a clockwise direction to form a circle on your two fingers. Make an X. Pull the working yarn from back to front. Pull it upwards. Now we have a slip knot. Position the yarn on your hook. For this exercise, we are going to make 10 chains. As our foundation chain, position the yarn on your fingers so we can start making the chain. So let's start counting. Yarn over 1, 2, 3, 4, move your thumb, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Continue working this way until you reach the required number of chains. This completes your foundation chain. To begin with single crochet, hold the base of the chain firmly with the fingers of your yarn hand and tensioning the yarn. For this stitch, we have to start working on the second chain from the hook. As you can see, there is a chain on the hook. Don't include counting it. Just ignore it. So, this is your first chain, and next is the second chain. Again, don't include counting the loop on your hook. Now, position your yarn on your fingers. Whoops! Position your chains. First is to go down into the second chain. Then yarn over. There you have your 2 loops on the hook. Again, yarn over, pull through all 2 loops. There you have your first single crochet. Again, go down into the next chain. Careful. Yarn over. There you have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 2 loops. There you have your second single crochet. Once more, go down into the next chain. Yarn over. There you have another single crochet. Just continue across the foundation chain until you reach the last chain. You have to remember that crocheting the first row of any stitch is often the most difficult because there is only a small foundation chain to hold on to. Be patient in making stitches. It will become easier as you add more rows. Just continue across the foundation chain until you reach the last chain. There you reach your last chain. I'm going to repeat the instruction. Go down into the next chain slowly. Yarn over. There you have your 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, oops. And there you have another piece of single crochet. This completes your first round. Make sure that you have a neat and consistent chains. The first step is to make a foundation chain. I have made my chain ready. This time, we have to skip 2 chains from the hook. This is the first chain, second, and we are going to start working on the third chain. Again, don't count the loop on the hook. To begin with, wrap the yarn around the hook and insert it into the third chain along. Wrap the yarn around the hook again and draw it through the foundation chain, giving you 3 loops. 1, 2, and 3 loops. Wrap the yarn around the hook again and draw it through all 3 loops. Slowly. There you have your first half double crochet. Again, wrap the yarn around the hook and insert it into the chain along. Wrap the yarn around the hook again and draw it through the foundation chain, giving you 3 loops. Wrap the yarn around again and draw it through all 3 loops. Slowly. There you have your second half double crochet. Repeat the same procedure and continue across the foundation chain until you reach the last chain. You may find it easier to draw the hook through all 3 loops if you twist the hook toward you and downward slightly. Wrap the yarn around the hook and insert it on the next chain. Complete the stitch as you did for the first half double. Repeat this movement all along the foundation chain, working into every stitch for a row of half double crochet until you reach the required chains. Now you reach your last chain. Continue doing the same procedure until you finish your last stitch. Take it easy. This completes your first round of half double crochet. Make sure you have a neat and consistent chains. In single crochet, we skip 1 chain and start working from the second chain. Half double crochet, we skip 2 chains and start working on the third chain. This time, we're going to skip 3 chains and start working on the fourth chain. This is the first, second, third, and fourth chain. Again, the first step is to make a foundation chain. To begin with, wrap the yarn around the hook and insert it into the fourth chain from the hook. Wrap the yarn around the hook again and draw it through this chain. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. 1, 2, and 3. Wrap the yarn around the hook again and draw it through the first 2 loops. 1 and 2. There you have your last 2 loops. Wrap the yarn around again and draw it through the remaining 2 loops on the hook. There you have your first double crochet. Again, wrap the yarn around the hook and insert it into the next chain from the hook. Wrap the yarn around the hook again and draw it through this chain. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Wrap the yarn around the hook again and draw it through the first 2 loops on the hook. 1 and 2. Slowly. Wrap the yarn around again and draw it through the remaining 2 loops. There you have your second double crochet. In other words, we have to pull 2 sets of chains. Repeat the same procedure across the foundation chain until you reach your last chain. Now you have reached your last chain. Continue doing the same procedure until you finish your last stitch. Go down into the last chain, yarn over, go into the first 2 loops, yarn over again, and go into the last 2 loops. This completes your first round of double crochet. Make sure you have a neat and consistent chains. For treble crochet, we are going to skip 4 chains from the hook and start working on 5th chain. This is your first chain, second, third, fourth, and 5th chain. After making the foundation chain, begin the treble crochet stitch by wrapping the yarn twice around the hook, like that. 1 and 2. Count the chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Insert the hook into the 5th chain. Wrap the yarn around the hook and draw it through this chain. This will give you 4 loops. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wrap the yarn around again and draw it through the 2 loops on the hook, leaving 3 loops on the hook. Wrap the yarn again and draw it through 2 loops, leaving 2 loops on the hook. There. Wrap around the hook again and draw it through last 2 loops. This makes 1 treble or triple crochet. This stitch is the first 4 chains that we skip, remember? And this is the chain we just did. Again, wrap the yarn once again. Insert the hook into the next chain. Wrap the yarn around the hook and draw it through this chain. This will give you 4 loops on the hook. Wrap the yarn around again and draw it through the 2 loops on the hook. Wrap the yarn again and draw it through 2 loops. Repeat these movements along the foundation chain, wrapping the yarn twice around the hook before each stitch and working into stitch along the row. Here are the end results of our exercise today. This is the single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, and the last one is treble or triple crochet. As you can see, you can easily identify the different kinds of stitches by their height. The 2 most common stitches used are single crochet and double crochet. These 2. The half double crochet and treble crochet or any decorative stitches are only variations on this. You have noticed that in single crochet, we have skipped 1 chain. For half double crochet, we skip 2 chains. In double crochet, we skip 3 chains and 4 chains in treble or triple crochet. You are wondering why we skip chains doing the stitches. The reason is to match the height of your stitches. When you have built up a rhythm for working stitches, you will find almost all the other stitches will come naturally. Hi guys! Are you excited to start your first project? Or you still find it hard to begin with? It's okay if you still find it awkward. Keep on practicing and you will get used to it. Once you have mastered the basic skills, you will be able to create a multitude of patterns. That's all for today, and I hope the video tutorial can be very helpful. I made my video instruction a semi-slow motion that would make it easier for you to learn this technique. Just enjoy the process of your learnings, and I'm sure it will be a long journey for all of us. If you are new to my channel, please click the subscribe button and notification bell for more crochet journey. Thank you and hope you like it. Bye!